It's not like a one take thing. It's not. You're trying to perfect it, and then once you think you perfected it, then you're gonna nip and cut and go back through it again. So it takes hours. It don't take like 30 minutes, hour. It's long to deal with that. You got to make sure that it sounds right, and if it's presentable, can it be a radio edition as well? If you do want to bring it to a radio station, and what makes you different? Like, are you saying the same things about what everybody else is saying, or are you just being yourself? So I chose myself.
Yeah,
it took a while to get there.
What's up, y'all? Fleek here with SongLab Live. Today we got an awesome special guest with us, and they're going to go ahead and swing the camera over to the other side, let him introduce himself, and then we're going to get into a conversation. What's up, man?
How you guys doing? It's VibesWithJerran. Pleasure. Finally being here.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you pulling up. You know, we met here actually because you came on another podcast.
Exactly.
Shout out to OMG.
Shout out. Hi, ladies.
Yeah, they're dope. And then I saw you again at Poetic Soul.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. And then I was like, man, we got to get you on this show. Let's get this music heard.
Yep.
And then you hit me up and I was like, I'm going to pull up and podcast. And I was like, let's get it.
Catch vibes.
Yeah, man. So I'm excited that you're here. You're a dope, unique artist. There's not a lot of artists like you.
Right.
Which is a breath of fresh air.
I appreciate it.
Things are so trendy nowadays, kind of cookie cutter, kind of all the same. So when I see someone kind of breaking the mold, doing something different, I'm like, let me talk to that person and see what they're about.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, so let's just start with the music first, because I feel like we can get into all the spiritual divinations and all that. Well, let's do some music stuff first, and then we'll see where things go. So, can you tell us about how you got started in music?
Yeah, my cousin, his name is Eclectic. He was a rapper. He does producing on the side in California, and I wanted to follow his footsteps. He's my older cousin, so like, man, I ain't know about music. I listen to music like Busta Rhymes, Rakim, Wu-Tang Clan, and all those other people. So when he was doing music, I wanted to be alongside with him. So I did a different pathway. I first came into music. I was working with a certain producer. He's a mogul, but it wasn't right. It didn't serve its purpose, and I dropped off for doing music. Like, went MIA. And just trying to find myself.
Yeah.
Then I got married, had kids, went through a little transition, and got back to music. And then I learned myself from defining myself with being spiritual. So like vibes. That's how I came with high vibes and VibesWithJerran. So yeah.
Yeah. Man, that is key right there. Vibes, vibrations. Really how the universe speaks to us, how we speak back to it.
And energy.
You can get into the mathematics of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's awesome. Can you describe your musical genre or style or category, if you will?
I say hip hop and R&B, because my new song, I sing and I rap. So I'm not trying to do a Drake thing. The song it serves its purpose for you to sing it, and it's so catchy. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, that's why it's so crazy.
Yeah, no, that's dope. Like, I tell artists, like, if you can sing the hook,
right?
Because that way, when you go perform it, you don't have to rely on someone else being there, or you don't have to like try to sing it yourself. And can you tell us about like a personal experience that was a challenge in music, something you just had to overcome?
Well, actually doing it, following through, like, actually recording a song, it's not what everybody thinks. It's not like a one take thing. It's not. You're trying to perfect it, and then once you think you perfected it, then you're gonna nip and cut and go back through it again. So it takes hours. It don't take like 30 minutes, hour. It's long. It's longevity with that. You got to make sure that it sounds right, and if it's presentable, can it be a radio edition as well? If you do want to bring it to a radio station, and what makes you different? Like, are you saying the same things about what everybody else is saying, or are you just being yourself? So I chose myself. Yeah, it took a while to get there.
Dope. Man, we was just vibing in the studio, and he played the song for me, High Vibes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be playing Crazy here in a minute.
Yes.
But what I get from your music is like, I feel like it's for everybody.
Yes.
Like all levels of all life and all people. It's not necessarily excluding anybody. And you're speaking in a matter, I don't want to say it's like conscious or positive, but at the same time, I can tell you're thinking about who you want to listen to your music and how you want it to resonate with them.
Yeah.
Would that be fair?
Yeah, that'd be right on point, actually. Right on point.
What made you want to make your music that in that manner?
Well, the funny thing is, I freestyle a lot. So my kids listen to me freestyle.
Yeah.
And they're the main people that pushed me to get into the industry again.
Yeah.
And I was nervous, and my daughter like, well, you rap better than a lot of people. So make it different. So she put a foot on my neck with that. So I'm like, okay. And then since I have a podcast called the VibesWithJerran Show on Spotify.
Oh, shout out to me.
Yeah, appreciate that.
That also signature that basically talks about me. I'm putting myself out there.
So anything I talk about on that podcast is about me. Not about nobody else, about me. So if I want to stay in that same genre and still consider myself as a hippie, VibesWithJerran has to be VibesWithJerran. So.
Okay. That's dope. So who are some of the artists that you've collaborated out here? Or not just in Arizona, but like anywhere? Like, can you name some artists that you've worked with, and even what it's like in your process of collaborating with artists?
I did a R&B song called Ride It with Candy Lepre. She's from Michigan. Shout out to Candy. I did a song with my brother that I met at Poetic Soul. Called Snap Deep. That dude's, it's like Vegeta and Goku together, and Batman and Superman, because once we're together, it's a wrap. I have some future collaborations I'm doing with other people, but I'm just trying to wait for them to get back to me, so I won't shout them out as of yet. But also with Cosmic Cadence, for him allowing me to be a part of Poetic Soul. And I met so many artists. I met rappers, R&B singer, comedians, poets, and that's how I collaborate them as well.
Dope. Yeah, shout out to Lepre, Cadence, and Snap C. Like, they're all part of the music community out here, and you're definitely in the community. What creative process? So you have a new song coming out called Crazy. What was the creative process around making that record?
Sleepless nights, and since I couldn't sleep, I always look on YouTube. And shout out to Urban Nerds, because he's the one who created the beat, and I appreciate him. He also created High Vibes, and I'll follow him. I'm actually I'm subscribed to him, and I seen it pop up, and I just listened to the beat, and then I came up with the hook, and came up with the song, the narrative of it. And it felt so good to release it from out of my body, out of my spirit, because it was hindering me, because I was feeling like I was depressed. And everybody goes through it. So that's what came from Crazy.
Dope, brother. So I'm seeing a theme here. It sounds like some of this has been like a transition for you, like a spiritual process. Like, can you talk about where you've come from spiritually, and especially in regards to like how you make your music now?
I first was trying to be involved with what society wanted me to be. And that's hard to break.
Bravado rap and
trying to do what everybody else, mimic everybody else, and we all are programmed to do that. That's why they feel like they're stuck in the matrix, but that's neither here or there. Once you get yourself out of that aligned, unwanted spirit and energy, then you became more I became more creative. So throughout my journey of becoming who I am, figuring out who I am, what I like and what I don't like, this is how the vibrations and how the affirmations and speaking everything into existence happen for me. So it's way more personal than just about music. It's about being creative and being the best version of myself.
Yeah. Man, that's so beautiful. Like, everyone needs to take that journey to their highest self. Go to the darkness. Go to the places, you know what I mean, that shadow work.
You have to.
You know, address those things, childhood drama, even your current mentality to deprogram from those things. A lot of our adulthood spent just trying to deprogram from those things. So it's good when you start to figure it out and then apply it to your passions, you know, whatever you love to do, music and stuff. What challenges have you faced in your music career, and how did you overcome them?
I had to make sure I was consistent.
Yeah.
I really, after I did High Vibes, I settled and got comfortable. I did other things with other venues, but I never recorded them, like for songs. And people start catching on to like, yeah, we want that as a song. And I was like, no, that's not a song. It's just a freestyle. And I don't remember my freestyles. That's unfortunate. So, like I said, the Crazy song came out, and I'm like, man, I think everybody's don't like it. And when people told me they liked this from even singing the hook, that poetic, and performing it at the beer club, it was, after that was a wrap. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit up the producer and like, listen, this is a song I want to do. Yeah. Let's make the time. Let's get it done. Yeah. Works from there.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. We'll get some hit to clap for that. So the music that you make has a lot of potential to shape people's perspectives, open up understanding. What is your goal with putting out the music? What is your vision with, I guess, your long-term vision with putting out this music?
I want it everywhere. I want it not to be a trend. I want it everywhere. I want people to connect with it and be like, hey, I woke up listening to this and I went to sleep listening to this. I want to play it at people's events like weddings or on TV shows. And like I said, I want my kids to be able to repeat my music. And my boys and possibly my daughter know the song by heart already. So they be trying to sing the song. So it makes me feel good that it's not nothing derogatory. Ain't talking about hurting nobody. Ain't talking about killing or shooting nobody. It's talking about real life stuff that people struggle with. Yeah. So
that's dope. What influences did you have growing up, or even right now, do you have in the musical space?
My father, nobody knows, but my father's an artist. Like he draws, but my dad can sing like Boys to Men.
Oh, okay. He could belt out those.
He can sing like that, and it's amazing. Like most of my people in my family can do music. I got cousins, Janae and Haley, that sing in the choir along the song with myself. They can do music. Like I said, my cousin DeAndre, aka Cleftic, he can do music. Now it was me and then my brother, and I got a cousin named Capo, and he does music. He works with Sony. He be ghostwriting and everything. So it runs in the family. It's not a competition, not competitiveness. It's just it runs in our genes. So it makes me feel good to know that.
That's awesome. So my man, like, where can people find you at? Where's your next performance gonna be at? And where can people find you online?
Okay, my next performance will be my last live performance is at Poetic Soul every Wednesday night at Club Downtown. I will be there with Cosmic Cadence and the rest of the crew and the live band. But my performance I'm having is at the Earl Cup in Mesa. So it's October 7th and October 8th. Okay. And that's going to be that for right now. But you can find me in all platforms and all social media, VibesWithJerran. That's me, YouTube and everything. So Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple, DistroKid, anything and everything, I'm there.
Yeah, awesome. Guys, make sure you go to his social media, follow him, like, subscribe, comment on all of his stuff. Dope artist. He sent me some of his songs, so we're gonna play the Crazy track right now, so y'all can listen to that and vibe with that. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
This is awesome.
It is. It's a good vibe.
You did a great job. Like, you're naturally a calm person.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's good. Like, when other calm people come around,
Yeah.
I can be like kind of hyper.
Right.
Then like if someone's calm, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real chill. Real chill.
That's what's up. Also, I just want to say you have a podcast too.
Oh, yeah.
So where can people find your podcast?
It's on Spotify, The VibesWithJerran Show. The VibesWithJerran Show. I'm also doing some other things behind the scene. Like, I'm working with Demonte for tequila. So if you guys looking for a new tequila brand, shout me out and I'll hook you up. I work for local 420 media because since I smoke, might as well do what you love. And I also work for local 480. That's a food company. So they like foodie services and do reviews and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Try to get my hands in a little bit and everything. So busy.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate everyone coming out to watch the show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, yo.